Guys, it's me, Damien from Yu-Gi-Oh! Agents here with an updated deck profile, and it's Morphing Jar OTK, FTK, Empty Jar, and Regionals is like less than a week away, and I'm taking this deck. I've been playtesting it. I'm gonna put some duels up with it, like this Friday or something, so stay tuned for that. And I'm gonna just show you the deck profile. And I really like how it is right now. It's 42 cards. I really want to take out something, but I'll show you the changes that I made. So the deck still plays one jar, one Sangan, one Needleworm. The Needleworm works great with the Shallow Grave. I put these two in because late game, if you can't finish your opponent, you shallow the grave, your Needleworm, and flip it one more time or something. But I just like it that way. 380 changers, obvious. Uh, 3 tomato and 3 rat searchers of the deck. 3 pot of duality. Obvious. 3 dark road dealings. To pitch your AD changers in your hand, draw a card. 3 into the void, draw a card. 3 upstart goblin, draw a card. 2 hand destruction. I like playing 2 instead of 1 because it ditches your AD changers, but not 3 because your opponent might not have that much cards in their hand. But yeah, 3 book of eclipse. I like this more than book. I've already told you because it books your opponent's monsters, and then you have to draw a bunch of cards at the end phase, which is better for you. 3 book of Tayu. Obvious. 1 book of moon. Still gotta play it. 2 feather of the phoenix. Obvious. Just put a card on top of your deck, then upstart, draw it, and reuse it. Really good. Or if you have 4 cards left in your deck and your opponent has 4, you just feather of the phoenix, put a card on top of your deck, and flip your jar again, or something like that. 2 magic soul excavations. You reuse your spells, and yeah, 1 storm. I just couldn't find anything else to put for Trunade, so I just took it off for Storm, because I don't know what else to put in. But this is good against Necro Valley, or it's also good, let's say I have a Sangan on the field, and I want to attack and kill my suicide, but my opponent might have a deep prison, I go Storm, and then attack. Or if I have an AD changer in the graveyard and my opponent has Necro Valley, I just Storm the Necro Valley. So I sort of like Storm. Sometimes it's dead, but I just leave it in there. 1 card destruction. I said this out if I'm not going against Grave Keepers, just telling you. 1 card destruction, because you can reuse it and make your opponent ditch 5 and draw 5, and just gets you a new hand. The Shallow Grave works with Needleworm, or first turn. This has happened rarely, but out of like 20 matches, sometimes you're going to draw a Morphing Jar, but nothing at all to flip it. So, and maybe a Shallow Grave in your hand, so you set it, they attack, you get a new hand, next turn you Shallow Grave it and special summon it again in face down defense position. So, yeah, 1 foolish burial, because you can send your AD changers, or your Needleworm, or your Morphing Jar, because you send your Morphing Jar, and then the Shallow Grave it, or you just send your Morphing Jar, Feather of the Phoenix, put it on top of your deck, draw it, and stuff like that. And 1 spell reproduction to reuse your spells. I don't play 2 because I'd rather draw into this guy. So yeah, that's the deck I'm going to be using at regionals. I like it how it is. I'm not really going to change anything. So yeah, if you have any suggestions, tell me. Comment, rate, subscribe.